You're attractive to women and such, but they're not approaching, initiating with you. There's a very good reason why that is the case, and there's also a very good reason why Bumble sucks dick. The reason Bumble sucks so fucking much is because it goes against attraction code. It goes against attraction code, it goes against fucking relationship code, all the fucking what's wired into a male and a female. It goes against it horribly by having the women initiate the conversation. It's a very fucking bad idea, and it doesn't really work all that well. Now, most guys aren't aware of this because they've been fed the same fucking bullshit line over and over again that women are the selectors. They are not the selectors. That is not how they were created. That is not how their minds work. We are not part of the animal kingdom in that regard, okay? And you are seeing it and you are noticing it, which is really good because most men don't notice it. Most men just like, oh yeah, no, she's the selector. She's the select. No. You are seeing the reason, one of the biggest pieces of proof of why women are not the selector, because they do not initiate. They do not push the fucking envelope forward. They do not fucking move the ball. They sit there and let the man do it. Now, when you come to the part where you talk about dominance, first off, this isn't a jab. Don't fucking use the word cringe. I have never, and this is somebody that analyzes body language and fucking psychology and shit like that. I've never seen a guy use the word cringe in front of a girl and watch her body language do anything but negative fucking traits. So don't use it. It's a feminine word. Going on from that. Now, as far as dominance goes, that's kind of wired into them as well. Whether it's attraction code or there's some people that say it's part of the sin code, which I could agree with. The Bible is very clear. I don't know if you're into the Bible and religious. The Bible does say after the whole sin thing happened that the man will dominate the woman. It's wired there. And what I've experienced with all the girls that I've been with, all the girls that I've talked with, all of the girls that my clients have worked with, which you're looking at numbers that are probably close to 1 million across me and everybody else I've helped. Women at a natural, no, I don't want to say natural, at a default level will default to being submissive. Most women are submissive. There are outliers. There are switches, which is personally my favorite. And then there is dominance, like strictly dominant types. Now, if you don't want to dominate or be dominant or lead, there's two options that you can do, because you're not going to match well with the switch either, because the switch wants both her categories or both her avatars or personalities met, the submissive side and the dominant side. That falls you into one category, which is strictly dominant females. Now, the issue with this is two things are going to hurt: your wallet and your balls. Because the two things that dominant females love to fucking do is take your money and lock your dick up in a cage. Now, there is varying degrees of this. You would have to go, if you don't like the sound of that, you have to go all the way to the far end, which is going to reduce it to even a smaller part of the population of women, which is the ones that do normal kind of vanilla-led, or female-led relationships. Now, the female-led relationship, she's going to make all the decisions. She's going to do everything. You're just going to kind of be along for the ride. She's going to be known as the one with power, as you are going to be known as the one that's just kind of tagging along. The other issue you're going to be running into is with this dynamic, because most of them, like most of the female dom types, are going to be like professional doms where they charge and stuff like that. What's going to happen is when you narrow it down into this little fucking area, it's going to be very hard to find them that aren't like using their ability and their skill set and what they're good at to make money. If you want like a fucking where you live with her and there's some type of relationship there, you're going to be fucking struggling to find a girl that does that. You can also start becoming dominant and a leader and just not go to the point where I am, or even like 6 levels below me. You can just start being masculine, start being dominant, start being assertive, start leading the relationship, start initiating, start building attraction, start challenging her when you meet these girls, because you said another part that when you interact or approach a girl, she's getting bored and kind of like tuning out, or not giving you much, and then you get bored and tune out. You kind of just need to, if you want to go that route, you need to build that up. You need to build up that ability to be the challenge. You need to figure out where you belong. Are you fully submissive? If that is, then do that. if you can muster dominance and leadership and masculinity in a leadership kind of dominant role, and just not go as severely as I go into it, because I'm just leaning fully into what they're attracted to. If you can do that, then do that. But those are your options for what you got. I almost missed this part. With agency, you said you want girls with agency. And I know you said you're not into submissive girls the way I do it. However, I do want to let you know, most women with agency, most of the really, really smart ones are going to be submissive. I have a doctor and I have a lawyer. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And then they absolutely submit to me at the fucking utmost degree. They're very powerful women in their fields, and they're very powerful women to pretty much fucking everybody else. But to me, the reason they're with me is because I am what I am. And this is something I don't think I've really talked about. The more intense, it's very easy for me to find really smart women, because most smart women have a kinky side. Smart women, the blocks go this way. Smart women will have an imagination and have a creative side. And then that creative and imaginative side will have a fantasy side. And then that fantasy side will usually have something where they're being dominated. And that's how the whole path rolls. And a lot of people don't understand that. Not saying that dom women are stupid as fuck. I know some very, very wildly smart ones. I know one that owns a fucking private fucking investigation fucking firm, and she makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then she's really good with stocks, and she makes like millions of fucking dollars with that, and she's fucking one badass fucking girl. She's literally, to me, because she like trains on all this fucking shit, she's literally like the female version of John Wick, and she is 99.2% fucking dom. She does have a little, she would kill me if she saw this video. And so I'm not saying that they're like dom women are dumb. But the kind of normal, like vanilla type girl that doesn't have really submissive or really dom, that in between thing, the ones that don't have agency, are usually going to be the vanilla-ish ones. I'm just like, oh, I'm going to get hate for that part.